This week's video is about how to do the cable cast on. And cable cast on is a cast on that produces a very firm edge. So you would use it in an instance where you do not want something to have much give or stretch. So wouldn't be useful for the cuff of a sock or the top of a hat, anywhere you would want something to stretch. Where I use it most frequently is for buttonholes, horizontal buttonholes. But as you're reading patterns, you may come across an instance where you're asked to do it. Now, to do the cable cast on, you do a slip knot, and then to get started, the first step is to knit into that first stitch and to flip that loop over the needle. Now, from that point on, what I want to do, and I don't want to pull that stitch tight, is I want to insert my needle between the two stitches, and I want to wrap the yarn around, and I want to pull it up and place it on the needle. Insert my needle, then tighten up, place it on the needle, insert my needle, then tighten up. If you do the tightening up after you pull it tight, it's going to give you a neater edge. Also, it's just a lot easier to insert the needle between those two stitches if you haven't pulled that tight yet. And you just continue on in that fashion until you've got the number of stitches you need. Now, notice that on this side, I've got something that kind of looks like the long tail cast on. I've got a smooth edge here. And if I flip it over on the other side, I've got a bumpy edge. So you decide which you want to be your right side. Now, unlike the long tail cast on, that once you've done the long tail cast on, if you want the smooth edge to be the right side, you have to work the next row as a wrong side row. With the cable cast on, that's not the case. You just work your right side row. Now, if I wanted the bumpy side to be my right side, then I would work this as a wrong side row. But I do want this to be a right side row, and so I merrily go along and work it. And there you go. I'll work another one, and I have some photos of this in the blog of these things close up so you can see what they look like. And there you go. Next week it'll be the knitted cast on.